Good morning, guys. Welcome to Johns Hopkins. We're going to be your tour guides here. We'll introduce ourselves. My name is Ultima Shraja. I'm one of the chief residents.
Good morning, I'm Aaron Orell. I'm also one of the chief residents from the beautiful city of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Good morning, I'm Tarek Alfar. I'm one of the PGY3s here at Hopkins. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Welcome.
Good morning, I'm Jenny Tang. I'm PGY2. I'm from Taiwan.
Of course, last but not least, my name is Alex, one of the chiefs here, and welcome to Johns Hopkins.
Welcome, guys. We're in the Phipps building, which is where all of the physician offices are. This is where you guys would typically do your interviews if it wasn't COVID times. As we walk down the hallway, you'll see some of our former classes here that have graduated in the past from Hopkins. This is also where we do our consults, and so there's a resident workroom as well. Over on this side are our former program chairs. So we have Dr. Siebens, Dr. De La Tour, who's still on faculty here, and Dr. Palmer.
All right, guys. So typically on the interview trail, we would come out through Phipps, where all our offices is. Show you guys this beautiful courtyard. Especially in today's world where we have to socially distance, sometimes you can come out here, you know, get some time for lunch, get a little vitamin D,
Feed the fish.
Feed the fish. I don't know if we're allowed to. Are we allowed to?
That depends if you get caught or not.
Yeah, it depends. I guess. Yeah. And so we're gonna take you guys through the courtyard into our beautiful hospital.
All right, now we're entering one of the food areas.
So this is where you can grab some great grub. We got Balducci's, known for their awesome and filling salads. You got the Express, if you need something to go. Coffee's always good.
Snacks.
Snacks, right? So immediately when you come out of Balducci's, over here is where the Children's Hospital is. We don't spend a lot of time here unless you're on consults. Then we'll go do a lot of consults there. Some of the cancer floors are over here too, right?
And transplant.
Transplant and cardiovascular.
Yeah, some of the transplant and cardio patients, and a lot of children's hospitals over there too. So you'll do some consults on that side. And then this is Zayed coming up, where we spend a lot of time.
So on the Sheikh Zayed Tower, that's where we have a lot of our neurosurgery patients and neurology patients that we'll see for consults and then new admissions. We recently built this tower a few years ago by a generous gift from Sheikh Zayed, and we now have an official stroke institute here at Hopkins.
And one of the things that we forgot to mention behind us, guys, is right next to this is the Interfaith Chapel. A lot of times people have different religious services there that you're able to attend. They're open to the community as well. So if that's something you're interested in, you can check that out for sure. Here you have a couple of, I guess, auditoriums and lecture halls, and some of the house staff council meetings. They'll be in these behind us. They'll give you like Chipotle and food and stuff, and these are kind of places that are large enough to host those as well. We're going to take you guys up all the way to the 12th floor because we spend a lot of time there. That's where the brain injury unit is. Well, not the brain recovery unit, I should say, and the stroke floor. And we do a lot of time, spend a lot of time doing consults there. But also, when you are on your Myers 7 rotation as a PGY2, like our extraordinaire Dr. Jenny Chang is over here, sometimes you can go in early and see the patients, but we'll spare you the elevator ride. We'll see you up top. All right, guys, now we are up on the 12th floor of Zayed.
One of the best views of Baltimore you'll see. You might notice the windows look a little funny. That's actually because Sheikh Zayed is a big fan of the painter Monet. And so these little streaks are supposed to resemble the paint strokes of a Monet painting.
Is that true?
That is true.
Oh, I thought you were making that up.
Fun fact of the day.
Yeah. So here you can see a lot of the city, like Aaron mentioned, and you can check out a lot of different neighborhoods that residents will live in. I think we'll probably try to find a better shot for you guys to be able to see that. But Yeah, today's a beautiful day to be appreciate Baltimore.
Of note, right in front of us actually is one of the main parking garages of the hospital. That's where a lot of our residents will park. So as you can see, it's a very short walk to get to the hospital from the parking garage. And we'll come this way and we'll see the Stroke Institute. All right, so here 12 West, this is the Sheikh Khalifa Stroke Institute. We actually have our own unique stroke consult service. So you learn a lot of great brain injury. It's great as a rehab resident to really get to see people from the beginning of their stroke all the way through their recovery.
So we're back on the main level now, and we're going to head over to the Skip Barog building where we see a lot of the cancer patients. But as you head towards that way, what you'll pass is the Orleans garage that Aaron was pointing at. And this is a bridge that connects to the garage, and a lot of the residents will park here, and that's basically accompanying the other garage that we can park. And it's a pretty quick walk to where we need to get to, probably about 5 minutes or so. But it's all connected, so you never have to go outside on those cold winter mornings, which we don't get a lot of actually in Baltimore. So that's a good thing.
So we're taking the walk down the Orleans Street Garage Bridge. As you can see here, this is the newer renovation portion of the campus. The main entrance right over here for the Zayed and Bloomberg area, as well as the emergency department, which is not too far away from our headquarters on Myers 7. We are now on our way actually to the Under Armour gym, which is right here housed in the Skip Barog building on campus that we were able to access, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
This is the Skip Barog building, top floor. Another great view of Baltimore, I guess, in this gray day.
Now, an important thing to note here is that under normal circumstances, unfortunately, we're not able to show this. So the silver lining with this situation is that you guys get to check this out, this building out. This is where we see a lot of the cancer patients. Dr. Mayer, one of our attendings, who does a lot of cancer rehab, and so does Dr. Engel. And so on their clinics, in the outpatient rotations, you'll spend some time in this building seeing a lot of cancer rehab and stuff. So that's pretty cool.
So here at Johns Hopkins, we're one of 45 recognized cancer institutes. And so all of you that are interested in cancer rehab or anything like that, you'll get some great experiences here at Hopkins.
Mm-hmm. And behind me is one of our PM&R clinics for cancer rehab, up here with the beautiful view that you see behind me. And also a thing of beauty that I'm looking straight at right now is the logo for our Under Armour gym that is housed right here in the Bureau building, as promised, right here in the flesh.
We'll carry on over to the actual gym. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
So this is a mixed PT gym and office. Patients can take advantage of this wonderful view as they complete their rehabilitation exercise.
Garage, you can see behind us, this is where a lot of the transplant patients are, and this is where the cancer floor is as well. So when we're doing consults, or if you're seeing admissions come from there, you might just run over here to see those patients before they come to our floor. And then now we're going to head towards.
This is a central location. We have many options, many tunnels, and we will take a trip down memory lane now and talk about some Hopkins history.
We also have the renowned Wilmer Eye Institute, which, a lot of our patients, if they have an appointment with ophthalmology, they can quickly just come down here and see them, and it won't interrupt the workflow, it won't interrupt their rehab process. So having that luxury and having that affiliation with the Eye Institute, especially with neuro-ophthalmology, it's really good to kind of have that interdisciplinary approach as well.
Right now we're heading towards the Billings building, which is one of the original buildings for the Johns Hopkins Hospital when it was founded in 1889. When we get in there, we'll see where actually the term residency was invented by William Osler, as well as the term rounding. We'll see why it was called rounding when we get in there.
Come along for the journey. So now we're walking into the oldest one of the oldest parts of the hospital. This is now the billing building. One of the oldest parts of the hospital that we're walking into right now, and personally one of my favorites. A lot of history in this room right here. As you may know, the emblem for the Hopkins institution is the dome, which we all wear proudly. And this is it right here. We're standing in it. And quite a beautiful structure. What I thought was most fascinating about this room right here is that it has remained completely unchanged since the day that it was built. I actually saw an old photo of it once that was black and white, and I thought it was just a cool modern filter. Turns out it was actually the original photo when it was first built. We have the Jesus statue right here, where lots of people such as Dr. Shostakovich will come down to say prayers of healing as their care progresses here at Hopkins. And on that note, we have notebooks right here where patients can write about their journeys, write prayers, and they store these in a library where they remain forever as part of the story of Hopkins. And I think Aaron has some fun facts for us about this room.
So this statue here is actually a replica, a marble replica of a statue by a famous Belgian sculptor. It's called Christ the Divine, or something in Latin, which I don't know Latin. And once again, as we talked about, as you can see, all the rooms face inward in a radial direction in a circular pattern. This is where the term rounding was invented. And so as William Ozer would lead young medical students around room to room, that's where the term rounding was invented.
It also is where the term resident was invented, because this is where residents were housed. They stayed on campus, they lived on campus. Legend has it in some of these rooms, and as well as some of the ones on upper floors where patients were not being taken care of. Go.
It's important to know where you can eat lunch, and this is one of our beautiful courtyards. We can get some sunshine and vitamin D after being in the hospital all day.
Getting a little walk down memory lane here. Hopkins is well known for its history in the medical field. Since it was founded in 1889, a lot has happened. A lot of the things that we learned about in medical school got their start here. I think it's amazing how many specialties got their start here. And this wall right here proceeds in chronological order, outlining all the things that were developed at Hopkins. You have specialties such as neurosurgery, urology, endocrinology, just to name a few that got their start right here at Hopkins, psychiatry as well. You have several things that we use on a daily basis in healthcare, such as heparin, the act of CPR. You see a lot of people here on these walls who had a lot of name recognition and a big stakehold in the medical field, and sometimes you'll still see them walking around till this day. I think it's an amazing opportunity to be a part of this culture of excellence that we work in here.
All right, so now we're gonna head over to the GME Resident Lounge. So in here, we have some call rooms. This is where we get our scrub access. We have a very fancy espresso machine. We also, every Wednesday, we do what's called Wellness Wednesdays. And so the GME office provides us with masks like this. They give us snacks, hand sanitizer. They have different food options, just something to promote resident wellness. And so we're gonna head in here. We can see Tarek behind the pillar here.
Hello.
He's gonna
What
let us in.
I miss the most about Wellness Wednesdays is they used to do free massages every Wednesday for residents before COVID. Another big thing I miss about the Resident Wellness Initiative is the House Staff Council, which is kind of a resident-run, almost like a student council, but for residents. Used to do a campus-wide event every one Friday of every month, where all residents from all departments would get together. We would have catered food somewhere in town, and it was a great opportunity to meet, to network, and it was a guaranteed good time once a month. Fingers crossed we get that back sometime soon. So the resident lounge is beautifully situated centrally in the hospital. We have our own espresso machine here. It is very well maintained and almost never runs out of coffee. I don't know how that's possible. And it's especially important if you need to get quick workout in. between seeing patients, have some downtime during the day.
91, 92.
93,
Ooh,
94.
get to 100.
All right, you're almost there, Alex. Right over here, we have some extra workspaces, although we have plenty of workspace in our own department. Sometimes if you're running between consults or just going to grab lunch and want to check on something real quick, this is a perfect place to do it. We also have a lot of call rooms right here accessible to all residents in case of emergencies or things of that nature. We do have access to those if we have to be here on campus for an extended period. Rarely do we actually need to use them though, luckily. All right guys, we are here on Myers 7. This is one of our rehab units here at Hopkins. One of my personal favorites as well. Partially because of our amazing staff up here. We have the nursing staff right here busy at work this morning. Good morning. And as we walk down the hall here, through this stretch, we have patient rooms lined up in close proximity to our workroom. We have the ADL room down here behind me. I wish I could demo one of the rooms for you guys. We have 18 of them on this floor. Unfortunately, we're at full capacity right now, but the rooms are set up with a lot of smart technology for the patients. They each have iPads where they can access some of their providers. Now during COVID, that's come in extremely handy as they can do a lot of televisits from the comfort of their own room. And as we proceed down here, we will show you guys the ADL suite, which is made to be a simulation of what an apartment would look like, or a house would look like. You got a washer, dryer, you've got a bathroom here where they can practice toileting and transfers. If the lights will come on, fully stocked, we have some of the DME equipment that they would use. This is an accessible shower in itself, the toilet with its appropriate modifications, and out here in the ADL suite, it's very spacious and has a lot of the equipment you would expect to find in a home. And when it's not in use, it is a nice place to hang out, get some sunlight, get some work done. Again, the views, it's a common theme here at Hopkins and we enjoy it. That's the Phipps building right over there. And one thing I wanted to point out is we're here on Myers 7, which is one of our main floor's main units. This is one of the main entrances to the hospital right here, the Wolf Street entrance. Actually, before they built the Zayed building, it was the only main entrance to the hospital, which shows how centralized we are here in our location in the hospital. We're close to all the other big units, and I think that that's important as far as workflow goes, and I enjoy that very much here.
So this is Myers 7. This is where we see some of the most complicated patients here at Johns Hopkins. Transplant patients, patients with all sorts of complications, myelopathies, Guillain-Barré is very common here. And then all the different transplant patients too. So we see a variety of things. We handle all sorts of problems, especially with neuropathic pain. The great thing about it is that we have great attendings here. We have a great staff. The PT, OT are phenomenal here. Our gym's amazing. And so I think we have everything it takes to get these patients back to where they want to be.
Awesome.
And you get the great view to look out into when you're working.
What's that in the background, Jenny?
What is that?
That's Bayview.
Oh, it's Bayview!
We always wave to each other.
Yeah.
We play flashlight from across town.
Yeah. And so where are we guys right now? I don't know if we mentioned that for everybody. So why don't we tell our audience where we are and how the workspace is?
Physician workroom. We are here most of the day. And the best thing about it is that we're actually on the unit. So anything that they need, anytime a patient gets, something that needs to be taken care of, we're right here, and so this is awesome. And of course, we are always socially distanced here. So.
This is our state-of-the-art facility where all of our patients get the rehabilitation that they need in conjunction with the OT gym that is currently being occupied, so we can't show it today.
It's a pretty sweet setup. Like I said, we got everything that you need to practice your ADLs, practice your mobility, practice all that good stuff that's going to get you back out to the community, get you back to doing stuff that you enjoy doing. We've got a great therapy staff here as well, and we work closely with them. Just like they can easily access where we work in our workroom, we can just come in here and join them, ask them questions, and most importantly, watch our patients do rehab and actually do the functional activities that we're hoping to restore and help them restore. Just like functional activities, stairs, right? Stairs are pretty important. Alex is definitely clear to negotiate those, so if that was a barrier, it no longer is for him. It's probably all the dumbbell curls he did earlier.
99.
JK, that did not help him.
I'm sitting here actually in a simulated seat that is made to match that of a flight. We have patients that come from all over the world to get treated here at Hopkins, and we factor into consideration their flight back home and making sure that they're able to adapt to the motions that they need to do for that. One thing I'll also say that I think is amazing about Hopkins is how we do see a lot of the bread and butter. We do see a lot of the staples that you'll see in physical medicine elsewhere, but we also get to see a lot of those zebra cases, and I think we're lucky to have that opportunity with an institution like this that brings those types of cases in. One thing that I was told that was very valuable was your PM&R department is as good as the pathology that comes into the acute side of the hospital. We do see a lot of those patients afterwards, and that's definitely something we like to take advantage of here and strengthen our education.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to put your seatbelt on. We're about to take off.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. Are we?
Hey guys, Alex, one of the chiefs here. We're here at Bayview. It's our Burton building, and we're gonna take a tour. Come on down. So this is where we do our inpatient rotation. And if you've attended some of our Zoom meet and greets, this is where we kind of have our more bread and butter cases, ranging from orthopedics to spine surgery and amputations. Hi everyone. Hi. So this is our access to the lair.
Hey, Dr. Freelander. We are.
Very nice. You run into me in the stairwell.
And we'll go this way. Okay, so we'll stop at the gym since it's right around lunchtime. Patients should be back in their rooms. This is a 32-bed unit if you're including the first floor here as well as upstairs. It's basically a replica of each other. And this is our rehabilitation gym. Towards the left is our OT and ADL gym portions. And then here we have a dedicated ADL room, as well as our BITS system. It's not current, it's on, but I don't want to mess with it. But it's really fun, patients love it, and it really helps with fine motor, as well as just general coordination. Oh, there you are.
Saw some shiny.
Gotcha. This is the rest of the gym. You know, see it's standard.
She eats spicy dinner.
We have our parallel bars, as well as treatment beds for our patients.
Kate, she's one of our PAs that works with us on this unit.
Nice to meet you.
She's
I
great.
cannot see you.
Yeah.
I'm the best PA forever. I'm
She
kidding.
does. She always brings us treats and snacks that are always delicious. So, be nice to
Looking
Kate
forward to see you all.
at some point.
Yeah. Thanks, Kate.
Thank you, Kate.
Bye.
And then we'll go this way. This is to our physician workroom.
Thank you, sir.
No worries. This is our endless water supply. All right, guys, so this is our workroom. And these are two of our wonderful PGY2s. Say hi.
Hi. Welcome.
Hello, welcome.
You want to see our beach?
This is our window,
It's our beautiful view.
the Baltimore beach.
All right, so this is some of our perks out here. We have a nice little courtyard that a lot of us come out to eat. And looks like Jenny and Evan are gonna snag that wonderful prime spot right there. This concludes our virtual tour, and we would like to thank you for showing interest in our residency program. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to email our chiefs, our coordinator Nicole, or our program director Dr. Freelander directly at the emails above. Thank you.